Christopher Puckett. Way to go, buddy. Yeah. Well, you know, guys,
this may happen again.
Guys, it's gonna work. Okay?
It's probably not going to work.
It's going to work. Believe in yourselves. Believe in the holy trinity of defensive compositions here, Mr. X.
I mean,
it's going to work.
It'll be Renegades on offense first, so unfortunately for you, we won't get to see this at the beginning.
We're going to get it. You know we're going to get it.
Maybe we see something crazy on the side of Immortals. Who the hell knows? As Renegades will be on offense. I agree with Johnny. No, just let's see Mangachu on the Junkrat. Let's see him. No, not really. I actually liked Renegades better when they had Mangachu trying to play these like kind of, you know, off picks, whether it's like the Torbjorn or the Junkrat or something like a Pharah. Mm-hmm. It's when you know, he plays the Diva or something like a Genji. That's really where you don't see them, you know, live up to their potential. So we'll jump on board here and show you guys a look at what's going on right now in terms of comps to the game. Looks like Immortals, they're not going to try anything crazy. They'll have no, maybe a little bit of a change up. No Verbo. He'll be running the Anas. Kariv will stay with Zenyatta, so you don't have the Lucio on the side of Immortals. Renegades, this is definitely not representative of what they will be bringing into the game. What?
The Holy Trinity.
You won't run it on offense. As I
want it.
It looks like you're on.
You don't understand how disappointed I would be if they don't run it on defense.
Okay, so they're going to go with triple DPS, and then they're going to go with just Primo Dolce. It's the solo tank here on Winston. You'll have Mangachu play Tracer, Jesus on the Widowmaker, and then Zachary will pick up the Genji duty.
Okay, so a different approach here for Renegades is Jesus is looking for some high ground. Now that actually was a pretty good grapple hook there to kind of just like give him some decent angles here. Looking for something. They are able to get a body onto the point though. That is going to be Mangachu all the way back there as well. Still though, they're not giving him many openings here, right? I mean, smart from Immortals, kind of just like play back here. They are going to have to go and contest that eventually. Here comes some of the pressure coming from Immortals, but their tanks were dangerously low there. Grim Reality needs to be careful not to get picked off as well. And now you're going to start to see Renegades kind of just look to play the picks, look to get these, these kills out there. And here's Jesus. Nice shots as he takes out Fate and Verba.
Yeah, Grim, though, putting a lot of pressure on the back line here. He's able to take out Sherlocky, getting right up in Jesus' face as well. Grim picks up another kill there on Mangachu, keeping Immortals in this. So and now Jesus trying to line up the shots here on a Kariv. Kariv, smart though, he's not going to poke out.
Yeah, they know. I mean, he can keep his teammates heal there, right?
Right. Well, I mean, with both the healers you have from Immortals, they can heal from a distance. They don't need to poke out around these corners. As Mangachu now moving in with Pulse Bomb. As you do see Renegades, they do get a tick on point A. So only 2 more ticks to go. So Mangachu here in a prime spot to land a big Pulse Bomb. Throws it down. Oops. Yep. Yep.
That's a very Mangachu thing to do.
You do it for me. It doesn't connect with anything.
That's a very Mangachu moment to just spam the oops spam. Anyway, the oops emote. But in any case, though, Fate will get the kill onto Jesus here. And Renegades, they are struggling to find opportunities. Although the 2 DPS have fallen here, maybe this is the chance now for Renegades to engage and potentially catch them off guard. But why isn't he just stepping away here, X?
Immortals does have both of their support ultimates, and Fate does have the Primal Rage, so you could send him into the point.
Second tick.
Keep this going, and then Agilities could come through with that Dragon Blade. It's just Sherlocky with the Transcendence here available for Renegades.
Got to go in there and challenge it now. Envy's going to have very low health. There goes the Transcendence, as you had alluded to before, but Agilities with the Dragon Blade will be able to take out 2 members of the Renegades. Now, Zachary trying to do his best, but he will get stopped right in his tracks as he dashed right through that one. And now it's just going to be a matter of Renegades. Well, the opening has closed here, and now they just got to go back to the drawing board.
They do have they do have an advantage with players coming off the spawn. A nice shot there from Verbo and a Mangachu takes him out. So now Renegades, you will have your sound barrier. Immortals in that last fight, they hold on to their Transcendence. Here comes the sound barrier for Renegades as they try to push on in. There's the Transcendence coming out from Immortals.
Big opportunity here for Renegades though, but they lose Prima Dolce yet again. Jesus also dangerously low as he made a switch over to the Diva, and he will get demeched. That Widowmaker just not working, realizing you're going to need the 2 tanks to push up on that one. They have 2 ticks, but they only have 42 seconds remaining here, and they don't have a lot to work with.
You're not going to get, you may get a Transcendence here. Jesus working towards his self-destruct. Mangachu drops instantly as Agility takes him out. So now you have to wait even longer if you are Renegades. Immortals will have a Pulse Bomb. They'll have a self-destruct. Most likely will earn a Nano Boost here during the fight. And now Jesus will go over to the Tracer, and Mangachu will switch off to D.Va. So now you lose all ultimate progress towards both of those heroes. And now, I mean, with 10 seconds left, they just have to get to the point.
Yeah, but at the very least, you know that there aren't going to be any support ults, right? Kree, if it popped the Transcendence before. Nano Boost will come out, though, for Verbo, and that's when you start to get a little concerned, especially considering if he decides to put that onto Fate, though. And Fate is going to get that kill into Prima Dolce. He dies early on yet again. Mangachu getting demech instantly, courtesy of that Pulse Bomb. And now we're going to be in overtime here. There's a Transcendence for Renegades. Are looking to keep them very much in this fight, but Immortals have a lot of presence on the point. Dragon Blade, actually, I believe it came out and Zachary just got shut down there, and that is just basically going to be Immortals wiping the floor with Renegades here on defense. And that will do it now. It's time for the Holy Trinity.
Unfortunately, we may see what Renegades will do on defense. So I know their offense towards the end there, they just make some hero switches. They're never able to get any kind of advantage in terms of ultimates, and it's quite odd because a few times they have a spawner's advantage, and they never kind of use it. Nah, here we go.
Yes.
Looks like we may not see Symmetra.
I think that's smart. So no, the Trinity has fallen. It will be the dynamic duo of Torbjorn and Orisa.
Yep, you will see Torbjorn and Orisa here for Renegades. So they will drop the Symmetra this week, see if that betters their chances. So they'll have Shalaki and Jur stay on the supports. You're going to have Zachary here on the 76. Jesus will be on the Tracer. And then obviously, you know, Mangachu and Primo Dolce, the dynamic duo.
There you
go.
go.
You're gonna drop down.
Named it.
You're going to drop down the turret. Going to put the shield up. And you're going to pray.
So, last time,
Okay,
whenever
we try and break this down logically.
we've seen this happen before, it's typically been toward the end of Hanamura, as in, like, you know, the we have Torbjorn stats for Mangachu. Let's go. There you go.
He's the only person we've seen play Torbjorn.
I'm so excited. Okay, so what I was saying is, before we've seen it happen on, like, the second defensive hold, right? Where they've had like maybe 2 minutes to work with, right? And the joke has been like it's been going down more and more, and yet they still can't make the hold happen. Now we have
longest,
4 minutes.
yeah.
It's the longest they've ever had to do, and I believe.
Okay.
X, I believe in this setup, and they're keeping the Orisa hidden because they don't want to let them know.
We'll see what Immortals decides to do here on offense, as it looks like you'll have Grim play Reaper. You'll have Agilities go over to Doomfist. And it looks like you're going to have a lot of shields here as they will run Orisa as well with the Reinhardt.
I was going to say, they're keeping the Orisa hidden. Just some next level strategies. Oh, well,
kind
now
of
they know that it's there.
It's kind of hard to hide Orisa.
Really? I don't know. I think just some cloaking on that will be huge. Anyway, though, Immortals will make their way over to the left side. Jesus going to look for a pick onto one of the supports here.
So here's been the problem, is now that Immortals has rotated all the way around towards this left-hand side, you're not going to get a lot out of Mangachu's Torbjorn turret. It's not going to be able to really see around the corner.
And Envy's going to be running Orisa. This is so exciting. Orisa v. Orisa. This is what you live for, folks. And Grim Reality with the Reaper. Sometimes you see these things and they get just so ridiculous. By the way, guys, there's a quote from ZP. He said he was so excited to see the Orisa and the Torbjorn being played out, and that if they were to win, he said that Bren will eat his Blazer.
So you see a Nano Boost coming in on a Grim Reality. Agility's picking up some kills. Jesus, he's on the point for Renegades.
Yeah,
the only bad part for Jesus is that none of his teammates
are
there with
Trinity.
him as well. Envy cleaning up some kills here at the end. So it will not work yet again. Yep, we'll break it down. Doesn't really matter. So Immortals, they will take the third map with relative ease. They were tremendous on defense. There on offense, they dealt with the Torbjorn turret with ease.
Oh, hey,
so you got a Reaper play the game. See what this looks like. You get the Nano Boost here.
There you go. Look at all that.
You can drop Orisa pretty fast if you get that Nano Boost on a Reaper.
Well, looks like the dream has died here, folks. And this is why you run the Holy Trinity. Honestly, this is why you run the Symmetra. It's very clear, okay? The turrets would have slowed things down. All right? I believe in my heart of hearts. They went...
I wonder if you're coaching Renegades.
No. Well, maybe. Who knows, right? It disappointed me to not see it happen there. But you know what?
They tried.
They tried.
They
tried again. 4th time. Maybe we'll get a 5th. Who knows? In any case, though, that's going to do it. Immortals, they will go up 2-1 here. And if you're reinforced, you're sweating some bullets over there, man.
Yeah.
Because he picked Renegades to win this one out. Things are going to get very interesting for the predictions over at the Analysts desk. But for now, let's go ahead and throw it to a commercial break. When we come back, we have our 4th and final matchup. And let's see if Immortals can close it out. Welcome back, everyone, for our final match here. Watchpoint Gibraltar will be the map that Renegades decided to take us to here. And, you know, just something of note here. I decided to do my placements on Xbox this week.
Okay.
Very trying, by the way. The struggle was real.
Sounds like it.
I don't know why, but everyone plays Orisa on Xbox.
Well,
I don't get it.
She gets some love on PC as well.
Yeah?
In terms of, yeah, I mean, obviously I was in the middle of a move, but like, you know, in terms of just like no master rank games, I've seen a lot of people pick her recently.
Well, I've been seeing people pick Orisa to like in the last second. You know, of like a control game.
Probably
like,
not.
This has been my life.
I need to stall and get back to the point as fast as possible.
Pick Orisa.
I need mobility.
I need mobility.
Screw
I
Winston.
need presence. Anyway, guys.
I don't need defense matrix. And
to the one guy on Reddit who said that if they ran the Symmetra, they would have won. You and me, we're kindred spirits, my friend. Anyway, all right, so let's get ready for this.
Guys must be playing at the same level.
Shut up, Matt. Anyway, here we go. It's going to be Watch Point Gibraltar here. Immortals will be on, let's see, is this?
It'll be defense.
The defense here. So, see what they decide to run with here.
So we haven't seen anything crazy out of Immortals.
No, we haven't.
Right?
Besides the Orisa pick.
Yeah, which came from Envy. Don't really know what their thought process was. I mean, look, as she gets a little bit about the projectile speed, right? She can put down, I know, a ton of damage already. So, I know, maybe use her to break down some shields. Renegades will be on offense. Looks like at least at the beginning, you may see Jesus on the Widowmaker with a triple tank combination. So we'll get a good look at Roadhog here from Mangachu. So,
my God, it's such a long scream.
Anna has the longest death scream.
Sounded
just jumping off the side.
So like sad.
And Immortals does it pretty frequently. It seems like they enjoy that. So Immortals, they'll have agilities on the 76 Grim Reality on the Tracer on defense. So looks like Renegades will go with the triple tank plus Widowmaker here on offense. See what they can get going.
They're gonna look for Mangachu to, you know, get a hook here, and for Jesus, I mean, he's had some pretty solid shots, and there you go, immediately taking out Envy there. So you lose out on the Diva mech, and now you see this, you know, this opportunity that has opened up for Renegades as they continue to push this payload forward. Jesus is going to swap out here to the Tracer, and now that's just going to allow Renegades to be able to bring the payload right under the car wash.
Well, look, you can use the Roadhog hook to bring it towards your teammates, the opponent. You connect onto a big target like Diva, you get her close, and you connect with one shot with Roadhog, some other damage comes down, and you get her demech.
Having to go back into the server room now as they look to re-engage on the high ground here. And surely he was not expecting that. Agilities was like, wait a minute, this entire team's going to come push me up here? I got to run. Needless to say, though, they were able to get the kills onto the supports, though, and there's just like a commotion at that right doorway.
They're making
they are getting kills.
Yeah, I mean, they get control of the high ground. They force Agilities down. Yeah, they come around through that backside. Sherlocky's able to keep them alive from a distance. As it has been a good first attack here for Renegades. They will take point A. So, you see Jesus here push up, trying to force some of the members of Immortals back. So now he has earned himself a pulse bomb. I know Grim Reality on the other side has earned himself a pulse bomb. Agility switches off the 76, so he goes over to Genji here. So you know, you may try and see the Genji Tracer combo really abuse the large HP pools of Mangachu and Primo Dolce. This pulse bomb comes out from Jesus, doesn't connect with anything.
Agilities with the kill onto Zachary here, and you can see Mangachu, oh, he just got shredded on that one as well. Primo Dolce doing his best to stay alive here, but he will not be long for this world as Immortals will be able to shut down that push as they made their way through the shuttle here for point B.
Renegades, though, they'll have a whole hog, they'll have an Earth Shatter, you're going to get close to a Graviton Surge, and you have the Nano Boost. So maybe we see them Nano Boost Mangachu, get him whole hog. If they can force this fight on the payload. They have to be careful, though. I mean, Agility is going to get closer to that Dragon Blade. You use that whole hog, deflect a ton of damage, then just slide on through people.
And also, too, right, you force the Diva to use the defense matrix in that one, too, and the whole hog really just drains that one out, right, or else you're just going to get these kills. But just as I say that, Agility's, oh my goodness, he just cuts through them. That's it. Shuts down that push. And you're going to have Renegades stabilizing.
It's a self-destruct from Immortals. They use a Dragon Blade there towards the end. So we'll take another look at it. The side of Renegades, you did see them. They invested in Nano Boost and a whole hog into that. Mangachu now will switch off of Roadhog he'll go over to Winston. So you're still running this triple tank comp for Renegades, and you have a Graviton Surge to work with.
You know, you are going to get that, the Winston, though, at the very least, can dive into it. Sound barriers on each side, as well as the Transcendence for Immortals here. And that's going to be the first kill onto Sherlocky. That will tip the odds in the favor of Immortals here, as they're looking for their next kill. It will come. It will be Jur. You are going to have Jesus just trying to see if he can, you know, just add some more insult here to injury and see if he can take out a couple more members of Immortals. But it will be Immortals who manage to stand tall yet again here.
And I wonder when Renegades decides to switch off of this triple tank. Looks like it's going to be now. Zachary, now he'll move off of the Zarya. He will now pick up Genji responsibilities. But here's the thing, though. You usually have Primo Dolce run the Winston. Now you have Mangachu running the Winston. Primo Dolce running the Diva. And Sherlock will switch off
Mangachu's
Liana.
so close to Primal, right?
I guess, but then what are you going to do? He gets Primal, uses it, then you're going to have Primo Dolce switch. Now you're going to reset both? Like,
I think they just commit to this, honestly. I mean, at this point, right, because of the way that, you know, the ults have worked out and the way they'll cycle, I just can't see them swapping out of this one. Unless they both get ults at the same time, then they swap, but that would just be ridiculous. But anyway, over to the action now, and Immortals, well, they managed to get a couple more kills here. And again, Renegades just not able to do anything here. It will be all Immortals in the shuttle phase, and this is where things can get a little dicey.
Immortals has built up an ult bank as well. They'll have everything coming into the next fight. Renegades, they'll have their Primal range. You'll have a Dragon Blade, most likely, you know, a little bit into the next fight. And then you're going to have Jesus with the Pulse Bomb. We'll see. I think Jesus can be the initiator, get one of those support ults out early if he can, you know, connect, do some damage with the Pulse Bomb.
And if they're able to take out the supports early on, that can open up an opportunity for them.
Reva's used his Transcendence as well.
Yeah, so the Transcendence is going to be played out here. Grim did throw down the Pulse Bomb. You saw that one play out on the screen there. They're getting some kills now, and again, Renegades just not able to make anything happen. That will be a kill, though, onto Agilities. Bear that in mind. And he did have Dragon Blade. Sound Barrier is out for Immortals, so you did manage to burn the 2 support ults for Immortals, and the payload is going to be close to point B, but you have 1 minute and 6 seconds to work with.
You did use your Sound Barrier when there was only 2 members alive, and actually Primo Dolce is still alive. We go on board to Envy. You're actually he's still alive, Primo Dolce. They've actually trapped him here in this doorway. Oh. Poor Primo Dolce. As, now they will have to wait yet again, Renegades. Although Renegades, you'll have your own Dragon Blade the next fight. You're going to get both of your support ults, most likely. So Renegades has a good set of ultimates to work with here. The time, though, not on their side. Only 30 seconds left.
And the immortal words of Dave Chappelle playing Rick James, that was cold-blooded. But anyway, now, though, they're just going to have to disengage over here. Keep Agilities alive. He's going to have that Dragon Blade, and you know what he could do with that one is they're just going to charge right in there. Zachary, with a blade of his own, will take out Karif, who was very close to being able to get a Transcendence there. But Fade answers right back with a kill onto Zachary. Immortal still managing to maintain some kind of presence onto the point here. Here comes the Dragon Blade, and when his Agility's opt to use this Dragon Blade of his own here, he's going to use it now. Jumping right into the action. Sherlocky, he's going to have to use the Transcendence to try and keep his teammates alive now. And now we're going to be in overtime, X.
Verbo's going to end up getting a Sound Barrier here, so Immortal's doing a nice job just staying on this payload long enough. Maybe you can get the Sound Barrier from Verbo onto a few of your teammates, make a difference. Zachary, though, he switches off right after using his Dragon Blade to the 76, comes back into the fight, puts down some more damage as looks like Renegades. So you're getting closer to taking point B, but you're going to have a contest coming in here from Grim Reality.
This could be the fight that
he will eventually fall. Agilities still here.
No.
They're going to get staggered. Yep.
Yeah.
So you will not see Immortals hold there on point B. The point will eventually go over to Renegades. Only 1 minute and 22, though, to complete the map.
Not a lot of time. And for Renegades, it's just been very, tough attack here. Immortals really, taking them down to the wire numerous times now. And we have, let's see here, anything interesting on either side? I mean, you're going to have Verbo with that Sound Barrier that he didn't get to use before. But here we go now as we have less than 1 minute remaining on the clock. Renegades, they got to make this one happen.
So it'll be Immortals taking the fight to Renegades. It'll be the Sound Barrier coming in from Verbo. And it's Fate and Envy diving in deep. You get Zachary out of the equation right as he's building up to the attack visor.
Yeah, that hurts there, right? Losing out on the visor, which he now has. He could look to use here going into this one. But if you are going to be, if you are Immortals, you know, surely you have to be keeping track of that one. Surely you know that that's going to be coming up. Sound barrier, though, should help them out there if they want to initiate with the attack visor. Let's see how they opt to play this one out with 20 seconds left on the clock. Sound barrier is going to play out here, and there goes attack visor as well. Just as I said, they wanted to go ahead and use that protection as well as attack visor, but Agility's with the Dragon Blade now will take out Zachary before he's able to do anything with that one. And you're going to have Immortals kind of being held back here. Have to get a couple kills. Grim Reality with a picker on Sherlocky, and now we're going to be in overtime.
Yeah, you did see Mangachu push back Agilities with the Dragon Blade, so he's only able to get one kill with it. Now Fate using the Primal Rage of his own, knocking players back on the point. Renegade still able to move the payload here. A Pulse Bomb comes out from Jesus, doesn't connect with anything. Fate does take out Mangachu. You're going to see a D-Mech there onto Envy. All the engagements, though, going in favor of Immortals, and they will hold on defense, not allowing Renegades to complete the map.
Stop before they can get three. And now we go and we flip sides here. This will be Immortals' time to attack. And for Immortals, they win this. This will be their first win in all of Contenders Season 1. Coming in Week 6.
Just crazy to say.
I know.
Week 5? Week 5?
Week 5?
Week 5.
Oh, Week 5.
This
my
is
bad.
Week 5. Don't fast forward.
I'm sorry about that. You know, I've been traveling pretty much every weekend for the last 3 months, so
I understand.
time has kind of escaped me at this point.
The travel thing's kind of tough.
Yeah, you know.
It's kind of tough. Takes a lot out of you.
Especially when you just get put in a middle seat, you know, and everyone's sweating.
That's your problem. You're not requesting the right seats. That never happens to me. As Renegades will be here on defense.
I only fly first class.
Yeah. I only fly private, right? I mean, that's the only way
get
to
it,
do
man. You know, you got to protect your hair.
I've actually never done that. Yeah, I need just an entire plane for my hair. So, Renegades, you'll have Mangachu pick up Winston responsibilities again here on defense. So something different we're seeing out of Renegades. Primo Dolce looks like he'll be running Reinhardt. You'll be running with Jesus and Zachary, you know, on the Tracer Genji combination. Immortals, we'll see what they do on offense. They have a lot of different things they could run. Maybe we see them run Roadhog for a little bit. We saw Renegades try and make Roadhog viable through the first point, and a little bit through Hangar. But I think you'll see agilities on Genji and Grim Reality on Tracer. It's really been the consistent thing from them.
This Winston Reinhardt pick for Renegades it's interesting because I mean, yes, you are going to have the the dive, but you don't have the protection with D.Va to keep Winston alive while he can get back with his jump pack, right? This is a very precarious pick here, but in any case, though, this will be what Renegades opt to run with now, X.
So Grim will run on Widowmaker as well here, at least at the beginning. See if you can get a pick. I wonder, though, if he changes once he sees the Winston-Reinhardt combination in terms of tanks.
Yeah, because you also think, too, like, how much he could do on Tracer with this particular composition without the D.Va, being there to absorb all those shots. He hasn't really found a shot just yet, though.
Well, because Renegades is playing so far back, the payload almost all the way through the car wash at this moment in time.
So it looks like it's just not like a deep dive, right? They just kind of like play around the Reinhardt and then dive when necessary. Or not even really dive, just kind of distort the attack.
I mean, when they try and cut and dive onto the Reinhardt, Mangachu kind of throws his shield around him and then just kind of puts down some damage. Envy, though, will deal with Mangachu. He'll be out of this fight as Jesus does take out Kareev. That's an even bigger kill there.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, right? Able to eliminate a support. Now Grim Reality is going to have a pretty nice little angle here as he tries to put down some damage, and he's able to take out Primo Dolce and as well Jur. Goodbye. Back to the spawn room you go. You also had Zachary low and Grim. Nice shots, and that is going to be point one. Hello indeed, sir. You earned that one.
That was quick. Immortal is just able to bring the payload straight on down. Grim with another shot there onto Sherlocky. Sherlocky, though, is running in a straight line. He's trying to die.
That's true, but
he's attempting to die as fast as possible there.
Let him have it,
Let him do him. So, Immortals, he'll have both support ults here. Same on the side of Renegades. Primo Dolce now switches off of the Reinhardt. He'll go over to D.Va. which it's incredibly odd that Renegades would decide now to flip, who's playing which tank, as the Dragon Blade comes out from Agility. It's going to be a Transcendence as well from Kareem.
Transcendence in the fight now. Just trying to keep Immortals alive now, as well as the Sound Barrier on the other side for the Renegades. But Grim Reality still largely unopposed. He hasn't been touched for the most part, and he's just continuing to lay down some more shots onto the tanks.
They haven't even tried to really put any pressure on him.
No, not at all. It's been, I mean, this is when you look at it and say the struggle's real. But here we go, Dragon Blade as well. So the Nano Boost comes out now, and you handle the Widowmaker. You take him out. Took long enough, though.
But you probably didn't need all that. Because now you don't have the Nano Boost. You don't have Sound Barrier. You don't have a Dragon Blade. Grim now will switch off of Widow to Tracer, and you have your own Sound Barrier and your Primal Rage here for Immortals coming into the fight.
Let's see here. Envy has been playing pretty solid as Diva. I know he's been a point of discussion as well, right? He had some really rough games over the course of this week. You are able to get the kill onto Mangachu, as well as Prima Dolce's D-Mech there. So you eliminate the tanks from the equation, and you have an opportunity here for Immortals to get that point B cap. The supports are going to be locked in a room by themselves, and a giant gorilla stopping them from being able to come out here. And Mangachu so low, so close to dying on this one. They just need to be really careful about this.
Well,
and he finally is going to get
They got to be
off.
careful, because Zachary's coming up top on the Bastion.
There it is.
Now he's laying down some damage, and he's dead.
Look at the work that they're doing. Were you hyping up a Bastion just now?
I was. I got excited.
Ah, well,
The payload has relatively never been stopped here by Renegades. The golden box of victory for Immortals just around the corner. They're in a great spot to do that, Alex. I know, complete the map, take a win here. Now, it's odd to see Renegades kind of switch these tanks, because they're not like completely out of the series, right? I mean, you win this, you go to the game 5, anything can happen in that game 5.
Yeah, maybe it's just them experimenting with some things, right?
Possibly.
Transcendence is out here. Renegades will have a couple support ults to use, and that's going to be the Sound Barrier to kick things off. And Prima Dolce and Mangachu are able to get 2 kills there. But with 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, if you are Immortals, you could take your time with this one. You get stopped here, you go back, reset, because you still have a lot to work with, which, most importantly, you have that Sound Barrier.
Yeah, Agility tries to dive in deep with that Dragon Blade, gets hit with a sleep dart there from Sherlocky, puts him to sleep. The rest of Renegades deals with him. Now, Renegades, you do have your Nano Boost. You just use your Pulse Bomb, taking out Verbo, so that's going to stop things for Immortals. Verbo has the Sound Barrier. Probably going to use that to initiate. You're going to have to back up.
And those are the plays with the Tracer that you want to see with the Pulse Bomb, right? Especially in those situations when you have a Lucio with possession of the Sound Barrier, could really put the put the final nail in the coffin, I should say. But now it's going to be Immortals here on the approach. Spawn points right there, so they're able to get back into the action really quickly. The dive coming through from Mangachu, but he's going to be so low on health. He needs his teammates to keep him stabilized in this fight. Sound Barrier for Immortals. They want to just end this one right here. The golden box victory right in front of them. Diva Bomb is out. They don't get any kills with that one, though. But they're still going to continue on with this fight. Jur is going to go, so you're going to lose out on that AoE. You're also going to lose out on the speed boost, and no one is going to be there to contest this one here. They have to put a body out to the point. It's dangerously close. 3.23 meters now. They clear this one to be able to get the victory, put 3 on the board, and get the W. Their first win in all of Season 1, Immortals. Grim Reality with the kill on Zachary as well, X.
Yeah, and Kareem uses the Transcendence. Now the Dragon Blade comes out from Agilities. He's able to get 1, slices through his second. Sherlocky puts him to sleep there. Well, not able to get anything more. Doesn't matter. His teammates wipe the rest of Renegades out on the payload. And it'll be Immortals getting their first win of the season here in 3-1 fashion.
And there you go. Immortals finally getting that win that has eluded them these last few weeks. Close a couple times as well. Had that 3-2 against Rogue. And that will do it there. Renegades will continue to go winless here. Strong start, though, on Oasis, which, you know, I think we all kind of saw that one coming, given the niche picks that this team likes to play with the Pharah, with the Junkrat. But in the end, it will be Immortals who managed to get that W.
I think you have seen Renegades play better over the last 2 weeks, just not good enough to win. I think, you know, in that last map, they still had a chance to tie that series up. Just some, you know, odd picks there from Renegades. We'll see if they can get a win next week.
Well, folks, we didn't get the Holy Trinity, but it's okay. You know, in the end, it is what it is, okay. Right? You know, you just got to accept it. That's going to do it for us here, though. Pleasure, as always, to call the games for you, and we will have plenty more tomorrow. But for now, let's go ahead and send it over to Puckett and the guys to break it all down.